Welcome back to the story. As we noted a moment ago, it's been nearly 1 month since the loss of President George H.W. Bush. But tonight, there is fresh new proof of the powerful legacy he leaves behind. This story began in 2002. It was a secret. The president started sponsoring a child from the Philippines named Timothy, writing at the time, quote, "I'm an old man, 77, but I love kids, and though we have not met, I love you already." Their relationship as pen pals would develop for 10 whole years. The president signing his name simply as George Walker with each message. Wow. Now, Timothy is a 25-year-old man. You see him there. It says, quote, "My biggest takeaway from being a former beneficiary is that I was molded in the right path and in the ways of God. To the late and former president of the United States of America, Mr. George Bush, thank you very much for being my sponsor." Joining me now is Tim Glenn of Compassion International. That is the nonprofit behind President Bush's child sponsorship. They help literally a couple million people around the world. And Tim, I want to welcome you in tonight. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
How did they come together? It's such a beautiful story.
Isn't this a great story? You know, I love how they came together, but you know, they say character is what you do when no one else is looking, and this is a perfect example of President Bush's character. This was at an Amy Grant concert back in 2001. It was a Christmas concert. President Bush was there, and Amy is a friend of Compassion, and during an intermission of the concert, she talked about Compassion International and told people, all you have to do to sponsor a child is just raise your hand and we'll bring a packet to you. And here was President Bush raising his hand at this concert, surrounded by a security detail, and they passed the packet down to him, and he chose Timothy right there at that night and started sponsoring him in January of 2002.
Wow. And what would a sponsor, and what does a sponsorship, since this continues with other children, what does it entail? Does it entail money, just encouragement with letters? Talk about that.
Yeah, Compassion International is a child development organization, so we work through the local church in the 25 countries where we work. We have 7,000 of those church partners in those 25 countries, and we have 2 million children who attend those church partners to receive our child development program. That involves educational assistance, after-school tutors, health and hygiene education, social skills, help to become employable as adults, and spiritual development as well. Because we know that poverty is about more than just money. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, pardon me. I know that you're protecting his privacy, so we don't know where Timothy is right now, and we don't want him to be, you know, bothered or harassed by people. But we want him to be able to live his life. But has he had contact with others in the Bush family?
No, he has not had contact with the Bush family that we know of in the last 48 hours. I've been chatting with him for the past 48 hours, and he's doing well. He's married. He has a wife named Diane, a daughter named Yosha, and he has a job with the government office, and he also plays in a band, plays guitar in a band at night. Yeah.
So last question, I saw in some of their letters back and forth, the former president mentioned almost in passing, you know, I was at the White House last night, and I wanted to send you this Christmas booklet, you know, pamphlet about all the decorations. But there was and that was amazing. But this one is truly amazing. He said at one point, the president, "P.S. Be sure to say your prayers. I do every day. This birthday present will show you the time all around the world. Gift was a calculator." How remarkable is that?
Yeah, isn't that amazing? And you know, you don't have to be a president of the United States to sponsor a child. You just go to compassion.com. You can start that kind of relationship too. You can start writing letters to your sponsored child. You can send gifts, small gifts through the mail. And you can even visit your child with a trip to their home, to their village, to their community, to their church project, and see firsthand the impact that Compassion's program has.
Wow. Well, Tim Glenn, we want to thank you for your work all around the world and for bringing us what is really a truly terrific story about the late president and Timothy as well. Please, if you talk to him, give him our best, and you can go to compassion.com as you see on the screen. Seems like a wonderful idea over the holidays. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Ed. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.